So it's been a while since my last video, and primarily that's just because I've been taking pure L's on sneakers, and as a result there's just been, I've had no pairs to really review. So I've taken L's on the Jordan 5 UNCs, the Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined, and most recently the Jordan 4 Nike SB Pine Green. But I did actually get a W on sneakers a couple weeks ago, and for me this was a must cop because I'm an Air Force One collector, and this had a little bit of hype behind it. And considering the amount of sneakers that I've dropped recently, this probably did go under the radar. This was one I was looking to definitely cop for the collection. Now the retail is pretty high, but the quality of the materials is very nice. I think it's fire and really have to have it in the collection. So let's check it out. Hey, what's going on? Lukas here back with another video. And today I'm checking out the Nike Ambush Air Force One Low in the Phantom colorway. Thanks for checking out the video. If you're new to the channel and you like all kinds of content related to sneaker culture, please do subscribe and also hit that notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you do enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps the channel grow, and feel free to drop a comment in the section down below. Now today I'm checking out a sneaker that I think a lot of people are sleeping on, and unless you're really into Air Force Ones, it's probably something you're going to pass on. But for me it was definitely a must cop, and I'm really happy to have it in the collection. And that is the Nike Ambush Air Force One Low in the Phantom colorway. So this sneaker dropped a couple of weeks ago on the sneakers app for a retail price of £169.95 here in the UK, or $190 out in the US. It was also available at a couple of boutique stores here in the UK. Now although it did sell out on the sneakers app, those boutique stores do still have a couple of pairs available, and I'll leave some links in the description if you want to go and check those out. So this also came out in a black colorway, but for me the Phantom colorway was the one that I was really feeling. I really liked it. When I got the Gotham screen, I was like, this is a fairly easy W in my opinion. Like I said, there were two factors really that I feel meant that this didn't sell out straight away. One was the fact it's an Air Force One, and obviously, not everyone likes Air Force Ones. And secondly, the retail was quite high at £169.95. Most Air Force Ones are going for around between, 110, 125. Even in collabs are going for like 130, maybe 150. So this retail is quite high, and obviously there were a lot of other sneakers that dropped around that time. So that's most likely why it's quite an easy cop. So this is not the first collaboration that Nike have done with Ambush. Last year they did the Nike Air Ambush. Now I did get the black and white colorway, however when I got them in hand, wasn't really feeling it, and so I decided to send those back to Nike. Prior to this, they also dropped a couple of Nike Dunk Highs. So you had the Kentucky blue and white, and you also had a pink fuchsia and also a lime green. I took L's on the Kentucky blue and white. I did actually get a pair of the lime greens, but again after seeing them in hand I was like, I wasn't feeling it, so again I sent those back. So for me this was a double win because, as I said, I've taken L's on Ambush before, and this was something I was really had my eye on. So Ambush is a Japanese fashion brand which is founded by Winn, who is a Korean based fashion designer, and she's quite eclectic in her styling and design, and that's definitely reflected in the sneaker. Now this sneaker's not for everyone, but for me I think it's fire. I really have it in the collection, can't wait to add this to my rotation. So let's check out the details. So let's start with the box. So you have because it's a collaboration, you get a slightly glossier box than with regular Air Force Ones. So you've got your Nike in black and your swoosh again in black on the top, and it's kind of in that glossy feel. Turn to the side, you've got Ambush logo right here, and again on that side, and then just a Nike swoosh here. Still got the slice tag, so it's the Air Force One SP. The colourway is Phantom, Black Phantom. And I've got some my true size of UK 13, US 14. So pop the lid. So inside you get white tissue paper, you've got the Ambush logo, and then you've got a Nike swoosh here. Peel that back. And just another set of tissue paper, peel that back. So that's the Nike Ambush Air Force One Low in the Phantom colorway. So here we have a sneaker. As you can see, it's it's as you can see, it's quite plain, but it does have some subtle details. One thing I will say, it's pretty heavy, so you know, you will notice that when you put it on foot, and I think it's just due to the different materials. I've had some lighter Air Force Ones, but this one definitely does have some weight behind it. So I'll start on the outsole. So you have your standard Air Force One tread pattern. So you've got your two pressure pads here at the top and at the bottom, and then you've got Nike and the swoosh right there engraved, as you can see. Turn to the side, you've got your standard Air Force One midsole, it's the same with pretty much every Air Force One. So you just got your air embossed right here, and again it's in that phantom colourway. As you move up the sneaker, you then got the plastic element here in that phantom colourway. Then we come to the upper, so it's an all white / phantom upper, as you can see. The difference is the leather does feel more premium, so I think that's reflected in the higher retail price, and you know, definitely do feel that. We turn to the top toe box, you can see you've got your perforated holes right here, again standard Air Force Ones. We give it a pressure test, you can see it does feel quite spongy, the leather does feel nice to the touch, and again, one thing to note, this probably will crease quite easily, so it's important to obviously put the shoe trees in there as soon as you can. As I go up the sneaker, the first thing you're going to see is the black Dubre right here, and that says AF1, and that's a metal, so again it's quite a nice touch, again for the collaboration. We then just got plain white laces. It looks like Nike have changed the way they're lacing the sneakers now, because before they used to have them in a certain style, now they're just doing it in a standard bow, so we can just pull those apart. And as we come at the sneaker, you've got your second panel here, and again you've got your eye stays all down there, all cut in. And again, that does feel quite a nice leather touch. The leather feels, I wouldn't say buttery, but it does feel definitely very soft. So I think, you know, again, it's premium materials, and you can definitely feel that in the sneaker versus the standard Air Force One. As you come at the tongue, so again, you've got your standard leather tongue right here. Top of the tongue, you've got a white panel on the tag. So that's the Nike swoosh and the ambush logos in black right there, as you can see. One thing about the tongue is it's almost like a blazer tongue, so you have exposed foam at the top there, so it's not something you get on every Air Force One, so that's a little bit of a premium touch, and I think that's quite nice. We turn to the inside of a sneaker. It's again leather inside. It definitely does have some padding. That leather does feel quite hard, I'd say. This is more of a high-end sneaker, so you're going to get, you know, more stiffer leather, I would say, and you can definitely feel that in the sock liner. Turn to the back of the sneaker. You can see you've got an embossed swoosh right here, as you can see at the top, and then at the bottom and on the back here, then you've got the ambush logo right here in this kind of plastic text. Again, it feels, you know, quite nice, quite premium. Turn to the side, the other main thing you're going to see is you've got this Nike swoosh in, it's plastic, and it's got two Nike swooshes. You've got your kind of first one here, and then you've got your inside, your inner swoosh right here, and again these are all black. And then one characteristic of ambush is they have these kind of tips at the end that go beyond the sneaker. So that's to kind of reflect motorcycle exhausts. So when you see a motorcycle, you know, these exhausts do stick out, and you know what ambush is trying to do is kind of replicate that. We saw the same with the Nike Dunk collaboration as well. One cool thing about these is though, you can lift up this panel and you can just tuck them underneath. So then they just look like regular swooshes on pretty much any Air Force One. To be fair, I probably will wear it like this as well. So I think that's just quite a nice subtle little detail. And if you look on the insole, the last thing you've got is you've got a Nike swoosh right here. And then you've got the ambush logo right there. So again, just again to point to the collaboration. If you look on the medial side, you can see again that leather. You can see it's kind of creasing right here. But again, that's just because it's more premium, I feel. And again, you can definitely see that tumbled element of it as well, so I think that's quite nice. So this is the right sneaker. We'll just quickly check the left. So left sneaker is exactly the same. The only difference I wanted to show was that on the outsole you've just got ambush instead of the Nike swoosh right there, so nice little subtle detail. I think you do get a pair of black laces as well, so that could be a nice contrast if I did a lace swap. Let me know in the comment section if you want to see that, and I'll definitely get that done. So in terms of sizing, I went true to size and that fits fine. Now I do have a wide foot, and you do have quite a wide toe box here, as you can see. Now if you have a narrow foot, you might want to go down half a size, but for me, true to size always works fine for me. One thing I would say is, obviously, it is quite a bulky sneaker, so again, just to bear that in mind. And it is obviously quite heavy, as I mentioned, but for me, I still think it's a very nice sneaker. It's very plain, but it is got some subtle hits, and I definitely like those. In terms of resale, so This is actually going under retail right now, so it's last day old, so it was £156. So even with fees, you're barely going to get to 170. You might get just above. So if you were interested in a sneaker and you didn't cop for retail, you're definitely going to pick it up for just below retail and maybe just over retail with fees. And again, I think it's just reflected in the the appeal of the sneaker. It's not for everybody, and it's one of those sneakers that you either like it or you don't. But for me, I think it's fire. I'm really happy to have it in the collection. So what do you think, Singer? Did you cop or did you pass? What did you think of the collaboration? Did you think it's better than the Air Attack collaboration last year? Or you just weren't feeling it? Did you prefer this colourway or the black colourway? Again, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So thanks for checking the video. If you did enjoy this content and if you'd like to see more related to sneaker culture, please do subscribe and also hit the notification bell to be notified when I do drop new videos. And if you did enjoy today's video, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps the channel grow. And until next time, take it easy. I'll see you next video.